Let's watch Donald Trump embarrass America. Let's do that. Let's watch Donald Trump embarrass America with the South African president here.
Another day for the history books today from Donald J. Trump. An astonishing display from him in the White House today. Donald Trump.
Well, just a heads up, when she says another day to be written in the history books, that's not a good thing, guys. That's not a good thing. Bucket, 10 memberships. Thank you, Bucket. Thank you. Thank you, Bucket. I appreciate you.
Meeting with the president of South Africa and attempting to ambush and humiliate that leader inside the Oval Office. But what he did instead was embarrass and humiliate the people of the United States of America.
I'm in, lady. I'm in. Nicole Wallace, is this Nicole Wallace? I don't know any of the media people. I know, what's his name? I know what Gutfield looks like. I know what Jesse Waters. Look, you want to know the saddest part about being a content creator? Is everybody accuses you of only watching left-wing people, but in reality, the only thing that you watch is right-wing people. Those are the only people that I know anything about is right-wing media commentators.
Again, in his meeting with President Ramaphosa, Trump peddled unsubstantiated claims of genocide in South Africa, of white South Africa.
Dude, the longer you look at Trump, the weirder he fucking looks. Look at that face. He looks like he's gained some weight in the cheeks, hasn't he? Those eyes are puffy. Those are very puffy eyes. What is going on with this man? He is turning into a frog.
Africans, a group that ruled during apartheid in South
Apartheid, like that hair?
Africa. It is a fringe conspiracy theory pushed by the likes of Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, and David Duke.
Oh yeah, those are good people to be included in when someone asks you who are the other people that believe this thing that you believe. It definitely should include Tucker Carlson and David Duke. That makes you feel as though these claims are 100% legitimate.
Former Grand Wizard of the KKK.
We take from many locations if we feel there's persecution or genocide going on.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, brother. How about all those people in Palestine, dog?
And we had a lot of people. I must tell you, Mr. President, we have had a tremendous number of people, especially since they've seen this. Generally, they're white farmers, and they're fleeing South Africa, and it's a very safe.
Dude, have you guys seen the videos? The white farmers saying that they aren't fleeing South Africa. How is it Donald Trump hasn't seen those videos?
A thing to see, but I hope we can have an explanation of that. It'll be the end of the country if it's not.
Okay, so this poor dude, this whole time, like they're editing it out, but this whole time this dude's supposedly is trying to get a word in, and Trump just keeps talking. Why is Trump so orange, dude? I'm telling you, when you pause it and look at his face, he gets weirder and weirder every day.
So next, Trump asked his staff to dim the lights and roll in a television.
like it's the movie day at school. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the Oval Office, dude. Or that's not the Oval Office. That's where they meet. What is going on, dude? It is so gaudy now.
Once the lights were dimmed and the television was there, they played a video that Trump claimed showed evidence.
Hold on, go back. We gotta go back. We're gonna go back.
And the television was there.
Hold on, pausing. Is that, are they streaming this? Is it an X video? It is! It's a fucking X video? Oh my God! Fuck me! It's showing him a fucking tweet! Oh, God!
I love Tesla.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black.
That's okay. We're showing a foreign leader a fucking tweet on X, dude. Remember my confessional like 5 minutes ago? Remember that shit? This is why. This is why I can't do serious politics anymore. Because politics aren't serious anymore.
They played a video that Trump claimed showed evidence of genocide against white farmers. Here's the reality as reported by the New York Times. Quote, there have been killings of white South Africans, but police statistics show they are not killed at a higher rate.
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
Than other South Africans. And while the South African government did pass a law permitting the government to take land without compensation, the process is subject to judicial review. President Ramaphosa did his part to fact check Donald Trump in real time.
Oh, wait. No, I figured it out. So now I know why Trump's super upset about this. Trump's like, judicial review doesn't mean a goddamn thing. He's like, wait, do these guys know you don't have to listen to the judges? It's true. It's true. They said, bring back Kilmar. And I said, no. And they didn't do anything. Oh my God, I figured it out.
He added that he didn't even recognize some of the locations in the video. Here's what he had to say.
Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small...
Yeah, because they're playing a video from a fucking, an opposition government. You're claiming that the current president, who opposes the people that said these things, you're claiming that he believes the same things as his opponent does. Like, and these people, they're just fucking too dumb to actually realize. Well, they've never looked at any of it, right? They've never looked at any of this. What am I saying? Once again, why am I trying to at all make sense of this?
Small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
To take land? To take land? What? Why did he say that like that? Jesus Christ!
You do allow them to take land.
No, nobody can
and
take
then when
land.
they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when
There's no evidence of this. If you could just show evidence, real evidence, not a fucking tweet. Real evidence that this is going on, please. Holy Christ.
when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No.
This poor dude. Oh my God, America. Oh, we are so embarrassed. We are so embarrassed.
Nothing happens to
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed.
He's gotta explain it to him like he's fucking 5. Everything needs to be explained to Donald Trump like he's 5.
Unfortunately, through criminal activity, are not only white people.
God. Trump's just sitting there going,
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
he's like, he wants to do it so bad.
After all that, the leader of South Africa's president, tried to lighten the mood a little bit. Trump suggested that all of this tension between them could have been avoided as...
Oh my God! He's like, I don't know why you're so upset right now. It's not like I just ambushed you with a video off of X from a conspiracy theorist. That was a Laura Loomer video.
South Africa had just bought him an airplane.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
Oh, shit, son. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He said, this isn't real life, guys. This isn't real life.
Lady, I got buddies who died face down in the muck so that you and I could enjoy this family restaurant.
He just said, I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give to you. Bro, at what point do foreign leaders just stop coming? At what point do foreign leaders just stop showing up? Like, we can't go to other countries now because people are like, oh, look, it's a dumbass American. And other people from other countries don't want to come here because they're like, it's filled with dumbass Americans. At what point do foreign leaders go, yeah, I'm not going to go over there with that dumbass American president? Holy shit, man. We are so cooked.
An airplane.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I take it.
Dude, he's not laughing. He says, I wish you did. Everybody else is laughing. He's not. Oh my God.
I would take it. If you.
He said, I would take it. He's fucking dead serious, guys. He's fucking dead serious.
I love Tesla.
Oh my God. He's not. Dude, he's not joking. Everybody else is laughing. He's not laughing. Look at this shit. God damn
South
it.
Africa had just bought him an airplane.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I take it. I would take it. If your country offered the United States Air Force a plane, I would take it.
Okay.
Holy shit. The people that follow this guy, they need to be studied. Like, legit, fucking, like, if anybody else gets into power in the next 8 years, which I actually don't think is going to happen. I think we're cooked. I think J.D. Vance wins in 2028. Peter Thiel gets what he wants. America gets broken into enclaves in which we are treated like corporate employees. We're all made to fight in a death arena at that point. That's where I'm going with right now. But if somebody does get into office in the next 4 to 8 years, for the love of Christ, hear me when I say this. Study this shit. Study this shit. Holy fuck. The people that follow this guy, I mean, they can't have IQs higher than like 50, 60. Like 70 is like, you know what it is. Lower than 70, you know the word. Okay. Oh
Well,
my God.
there you have it.
Oh no.
Conspiracy theory peddling leader of the United States of America sitting inside a gilded Oval Office, again tarnishing America's image around the world. This is where we start today with some of our favorite reporters and friends. New York Times diplomatic correspondent Michael Crowley joins us. Also joining us, Princeton University professor, MSNBC contributor Eddie Glaude's here.
No. These are not the people you need for this. See, this is why nobody likes the mainstream media. These three gentlemen, I mean, they might have some wicked jokes. I might be calling this a little too early, okay? I might be calling this a little too early, but I see three men with some nice glasses, okay? And also they're well-groomed. Well, the guy on the far left with the gray suit, not as well-groomed, okay? No offense, guy on the far left. But I don't think this is how you win this one, guys. If they don't, like, immediately start roasting Donald Trump, this is an L, okay? It's an L unless you come out and just start talking mad shit, like, right off the bat. All right, I'm going to give him a chance. I'm really sorry. We're going to give him a chance.
With me at the table, former Undersecretary of State during the Obama administration and author of Mandela's Way, Lessons on Life, Love, and Courage. Rick Stengel's here. We need some life, love, and courage to get through this today. You watched the whole thing. Give me your analysis.
Hold on. She's got some roasting going on. I like the deadpan. Yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. Don't worry, guys. We're this far away.
Where's your tattoo? Why come you don't have a tattoo?
That's where we're at, guys. Don't worry. It's coming fast.
I mean, it was an astonishing display. It's kind of a circus that he has now with these sprays. Instead of actually going in and talking to the world leader, he kind of puts them on display.
For whom?
I don't know. I guess for his own audience, I think part of what...
Oh, they're starting to figure it out, boys. You think? Do you think he's doing it for his own audience?
I love the poorly educated.
Do you think this fucking guy?
And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way.
Do you think this guy?
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
Do you think he was doing it for his audience? Okay?
I love the poorly educated.
Do you think he was doing it for his audience? Fucking Jim in the blue suit? Oh my God, these people.
I find amazing too is that he has no impulse control, so he just keeps taking questions instead of saying, okay, we'll take some questions after we talk. But I think his attempt to humiliate Cyril Ramaphosa wasn't successful. I thought President Ramaphosa conducted himself with great poise.
That is not how Trump supported. They're like, dude, he trolled him so hard. He rolled in the TV, bro. Oh, he got him so hard. Man, he's making the libs cry, bro. Like I said, you can't get me to believe now that Trump supporters voted for Trump for any other reason than the most immature bullshit reasons that I have ever seen before in my life. They're like, he went to UFC, bro. He goes to UFC. Holy shit.
He was good-humored about it. He didn't insist on rebutting those charges, even though, for the most part, Trump's lies and exaggerations were extreme. There are about 100,000 Afrikaner farmers in South Africa. By the way, they are in no way responsible for apartheid, which their predecessors created. But they do own a majority of the farmland. And I would argue that so much of this crime is not black on white crime, but poverty on wealth crime. And I mean, I know you didn't see this in the stories. We were chatting about it before. Cyril brought a couple of folks along with him. Johann Rupert, the industrialist who knows Trump's back since the 70s.
Bro, he brought a bunch of white golfers that it was like, go ahead and ask these rich white people if they're being genocided. The rich white people would like to speak to you about whether or not there is white genocide going on in their home country. And Donald Trump was like, not necessary. Elon Musk has shown me a tweet. It's from Laura Loomer.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh my God.
70s, Ernie Els, the golfer, and John Steenhuisen, who was the Afrikaans agriculture minister in his government, all of whom said, this is crime. South Africa has a terrible crime problem.
They
Mr.
literally
President, we'd
voted
like
for him
help with our crime problem. But it isn't just focused on this small group of Afrikaner farmers. And I thought they made that point. Not everybody's going to see that. They're going to see the fireworks. But I thought it lowered the temperature in the room in a way that hopefully would make some kind of dialogue useful.
Strike one.
For what?
Well, I mean, to take down the temperature. So, for example...
Oh, what is this lady's name? What's her name again? Whatever her name is, I fucking love this lady. She just looked at him deadpan as fuck and said, for what? Oh, no. Oh, no.
But one of the things that's tragic about this is that the U.S. cut off about $400 million in aid funding to South Africa. That's huge. That's PEPFAR money that has saved the lives of millions of people in southern Africa. They don't have that in their budget where that money comes from. They have to raise taxes. Those are children dying, families dying, mothers dying. So part of the reason that I think Cyril Ramaphosa came here is to say, look, we do need your help.
Wallace. Thank you.
By the way, it's true, as Secretary Rubio said, South Africa has been on the opposite side of so many issues in the UN between the U.S. And other nations. They're always aligned with the non-aligned groups. Even Nelson Mandela was on the other side of the U.S. on a lot of these issues. But that's not a reason to stop talking. And I think South Africa wants to kind of repair the breach.
Michael Crowley, if you're a foreign...
All right, this guy, I had no hope for this guy at the start. But he kind of looks like the spy who shagged me's father. So I think he might be able to come in hard. I think he might be able to. This guy might spit some hot fire. Let's hope.
Leader or working in the foreign service for a foreign leader, and you watch the information that Trump peddled inside the Oval Office and the quality of the content on the TV screen, what do you believe about the...
Dude, she low-key roast. She said the quality of the content on the fucking TV screen, dude. She literally just said everything I said about it being a tweet, but she said it so much smarter than I did. I think I'm in love. I think I might be in love. Uh-oh.
Who explains sexual harassment to you and me? Sexual harassment, panda.
Sorry, Nicole.
The American foreign policy apparatus.
Oh.
Well, it's off the rails, Nicole.
There you go.
And,
all right, strong start, Michael. Strong start. All right, here we go. I got faith in Michael.
The one thing you can say, I suppose, is that by this point, maybe the world is getting used to, I would say, discounting things that the President of the United States says. So,
very nice. All right. Coming in hotter. All right. You could say it with a little more oomph, but that's okay. You got a strong message. You're not bringing it with the tone that I'd like to hear.
At some point, I think you reach a kind of there he goes again situation. Not to diminish how astonishing this spectacle was, but now it's sort of becoming part of the Trump show. It was like you when that tirade against Ukrainian President Zelensky.
My brother, we are all part of the Trump show now.
Zelensky happened in February. We all thought, how can this be possible? We've never seen anything like this. And, now we're seeing it again.
Yeah, we got 3.5 years to go, brother. Unless these foreign leaders are like, nah, I'm not going to go hang out with Trump. We're going to see it over and over and over again. I guarantee you, this is only going to get dumber.
It's becoming the new norm, which is not to normalize it. But, I also think, Nicole, at some point you have to wonder when foreign leaders are going to try to avoid being put in.
There you go, buddy. Look, this guy's on it. He's all right. Okay. First guy was a strike. Okay. But this is like a double to left field. Okay. He's on base and in scoring position.
In that position, I spoke to a foreign policy professional who is in constant touch with foreign diplomats, who said he was aware of some foreign leaders who actually are hoping to avoid invitations to the White House because they don't want to sit there in the Oval Office with President Trump and just have these, to get berated or to have some kind of a circus breakout. And it just makes diplomacy extremely dysfunctional when the president is so volatile, so unpredictable.
Dude, they picked his ass for a reason, okay? They picked this dude for a reason because, guys, remember, cognitively, he's a genius, guys. Just remember.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Yeah, exactly. He passed all the important tests, guys. And that's when these fucking billionaire oligarchs are like, this is our dude. This is the guy. This is the one we want. Holy Jesus.
Predictable. And as you point out, relying on, debunked misleading or false information in the way he forms his opinions. It's going to make foreign leaders want to keep him at an arm's distance.
Michael Crowley, what happens if the flow of good information to the United States of America breaks down and stops?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh, no, Nicole. Oh, no, Nicole. Oh, no.
Well, it's a hard thing to wrap your head around, isn't it, Nicole? I mean, it's a big problem. And there's sort of two different categories of this happening right now. I think one is that the president is fed false information and conspiracy theories by people, many of whom my senses are sort of in his more casual or social orbit. Maybe somebody hands him a printout at Mar-a-Lago, some golf buddy or someone who's a member at the club, that kind of a thing. That can be anything, and that can be some pretty wild stuff.
Dude, fucking, despite Shagme's father, Austin Powers' father is spot on right here. His faja is fucking spot on.
The other category, which is also very serious, is what's happening in the intelligence community right now.
Dude, there is no intelligence community, brother.
I love the poorly educated.
There is no. And the intelligence community does not exist anymore.
More formal process of information that's given to the president that has the imprimatur of the IC, as we call it, the intelligence community, the U.S. government. And, you know, there are signs that the product that he's getting, including in a story that the Times reported yesterday, suggesting that Tulsi Gabbard's chief of staff was trying to influence an intelligence report having to do with the Venezuelan gangs in the United States, possibly for political reasons. You know, that flow of information now may be getting influenced and corrupted. And, you know, what are the implications? I mean,
can we just stop with the conjecture? Can we stop? It is being fucking corrupted, dog. It is.
The whole world gone crazy! Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Ah! Just fucking say it, brother. It's what's happening.
Nicole, where do I start? It's just it's very disturbing, and obviously it's going to make for bad decision making and bad things for the United States if the president is acting on false or warped information.
Oh God, we didn't even get to see the third guy. That's okay. That guy, he was a double off the wall. You know. Like, I wouldn't say it was a home run. I don't even think he scored. Like I said, needs to be a little more forceful with the attitude. But second guy did kind of pull it together. First guy struck out hard, left the team wanting. Second guy came up, nice double off the wall. All right. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And check out that video on the screen now.